Let me test this and see how close I am up to the camera. I just want to make sure, because I want to be able to do both things at one time. And so I'm testing this out. This is going to be a behind the scenes video. Yeah.
You can still get your life back. Get your life back. It's real. Get your life back. Get your life back.
Raise your hand if you can see me. Hey guys, yes, I did promise to do, well, actually I was going to do more live videos. However, I'm trying to get out of here and get to either the trails. It depends on how chilly it is outside. So I got to get used to looking to here or here. Or I'm going to go to the gym that we have and work out in there. So I don't know yet. I'm trying to get myself together real quick. But today, you know what I want to talk about? And most of you who are creatives or multi-talented, multi-purposeful, multi-gifted, multi-skilled, that's all of you, okay? Somebody fits in that category. And you like doing a number of things. One thing that we do have in common, and I've been listening to a lot of other entrepreneurs and people talk about this who are a whole lot of things, is that sometimes you have to be delusional. Like we dare to believe that we can do certain things and do not wait for people's permission to do everything. And so we may be sometimes accused of throwing everything up on a wall and seeing what's going to work out. But guess what? When you really get to the nitty gritty of people's stories, that's exactly what they do, especially people like us that fit in all of those categories. We do that because we like to get our feet wet to see what we like, because we don't like living a life that is restricted to just doing the same mundane thing or what they told us to do. Go to work, go to school, go to college, go to work, retire from the job, and just chill until the day comes. Who wants to live life like that? So I put creative in there because we like to do things that are creative. Creative don't always think about artistic things, right? Creative is finding different creative things to do in your life or places to go. You know, you like to just come up with different ideas. That's a creative person. You're not just boring. You don't want to do the same thing over and over and over again. I'm just going to put a little bit of extra face before I go outside, because you never know when you might meet your future spouse. Anyway, yeah, so I like to do a lot of different things and try and see what works. And if you talk to any successful entrepreneur, and even ones who tried it and they've been there and done that, they would tell you the same thing, that they've done a lot of different things to see what works for them. Or when they finish doing one thing, maybe they worked on a certain project or had a certain type of business or program or service or whatever, utilize their talent and skill in some kind of way, and they no longer do that anymore. They did that because they took a chance in trying something different. It's okay. And then realize maybe that season is over. You did it for a short time or a long time, and you want to do something else. Again, because you are that type of person. You sit and think about, instead of thinking about, oh, woe is me, you start thinking about, well, how can I be utilized now? How can I use my skills and talents now? One of the things you hear a lot of people talk about, I don't know if you ever entertain it, is diversifying your gifts. And I have done that as a licensed cosmetologist for a good amount of years. Numbers are not important, okay? But a good amount of years. I've been doing it here since I was a child. Throughout my teenage life, I went to school, finally got a cosmetologist license, learned all of the things. And I started working in a salon for years. And then again, this is diversifying. So follow, stay with me. Diversifying your skills. I did here in a salon for years. And then I became mobile. I created my own mobile salon. So I went to my clients' homes. I have a whole professional setup. And my clients are witnesses for any of those who are watching this, or my previous clients when I used to live in New York. I will bring the whole shebang, bag, setup. In the bag, I have everything. If I'm hot curling your hair or giving you a press and curl or whatever it is, I'm bringing all my hot combs and irons. And I'm talking about the ones with the stoves. I used to carry that little stove around with me, plug it in. I shampooed everything, did all my hair, my clients' hair, and I would bring the service to them, and I would call it my concierge. Mobile salon services, natural hair care concierge services, right? So that was a way to diversify. Plus, I needed to keep all of my money. And that happened after my divorce. And I'm like, okay, I got to find another way to keep all of my money from, doing people's hair. Because, when you work in a salon, you got to give that Sometimes they want 30%, sometimes they want 40%, and there's some salons who want 50 and even 60% of your money. I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. And so I'm going to go mobile. And, that's a professional service. See, I always talk about on this channel, you hear me talk about your perception and where you think about things and how you have to learn to think differently about things. And I realize that's what keep a lot of people back, because they don't. Sometimes they look for the negative or see the negative and not realizing, no, to bring someone a service is a privilege. It is a exclusive premium service, just like being a chef. I'm gonna talk about that on another video, because I'm getting my feet wet in that as well, personal chef. But why you think people make so much money doing these services? When they see how special and how premium this service is. Not everybody can afford to have a stylist or a personal chef come to them. Don't think about, well, I'm just cooking at somebody's house. Oh, I'm just doing, no. You are bringing a service that wealthy people pay for. And people who can't afford it, they don't have these services. So you're bringing something special. You're bringing your whole creativity, skills, talent, gift, everything to people and doing something special for them, and they're paying you for it. That's how you got to see things, okay? You got to see it differently. Don't minimize. Some of you, that's holding some of you back. You minimize your capability, that mindset holds you back. Holds you back from opportunity, holds you back from being creative. It holds you back from a lot of things. You won't be inventive. You just sit back, and then after you watch everybody else do it for like 10 or 15 years, now you want to jump on the bandwagon. Doesn't mean it's too late, but then you'd be a little frustrated, like, I should have did this a long time ago. I should have followed my... Now, sometimes we just end up following an old way of doing things, an old mindset, and then you got to get away from the naysayers, because they're going to say, you think you should be doing that? Or maybe you shouldn't be doing... Look, now... I just hope you get the gist of what I am saying. My goal is always to inspire, motivate, and push you to purpose. Push you with love in a gentle way, okay? Push don't have to be aggressive and negative. Sometimes we need that little push. That's what coaching is all about, getting you to go. But with support on the side, right? Somebody just cheering you on. You can do this. You got this, right? We know what coaches do. That's what they're hired to do. That's what I am as a life purpose coach. I'm so glad I'm almost finished updating my new platform for my new website, Cheryl. And it was CherylYHoward.com, and I'm still working on that as well. But CherylYHoward.co, okay? Company. All that and all that stuff, right? And I still have my Get Your Life Back Academy, of course, and uploading my courses that I had on another platform, and I am switching, so that is taking time. I'm doing this thing by myself. Eventually, I will hire some help and let them do this for me, because it takes up so much time, like hours. I'm taking down courses and I'm re-uploading them on another platform, which is PAYHIP, which is a great, you know what? I need to reach out to them, because I'm not sponsoring or promoting anything because they're paying me to do this. But it is a great website for uploading your courses. If you want to start a coaching program, if you want to sell anything, books, any digital products, you can use PAYHIP for free. And they have low fee monthly payments as well if you want to do one of the payment plans. But you can try it out with the free version. You get everything that you really need to run your whole business. So talking about diversifying your gifts, your talent, your skill set, who you are as a person, PAYHIP is definitely a good site for that. I mean, you can be so creative on there. You can upload your images. You can go into Canva, which is my favorite. I love Canva. You can create just about anything on Canva. I need to reach out to them too, because I've helped other people get on Canva and create things and I did stuff for people. I created book covers for people who were designing books, and that was part of my coaching service, because I was helping them to propel into their purpose, and they wanted to become authors. So I helped them with just kind of with the ideas of getting their book together, but with the designing part of it. And I've actually done it for people, and they paid me for that. But that's not what I don't want to, because the people, why don't you do graphic. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Just do it because I love it, only because we have these tools. I'm not a graphic designer. Because I'm creative, and I know that's what it is. I'm creative. I can take a tool, something, and just get creative with it once I know how to navigate and use it. However, it takes a lot of work being a graphic designer for real. So I understand why they charge certain prices. It is tedious. It's a lot. So yes, I'm creative. I love to design and create, but I only like to do that for things I'm doing and for friends and family or my clients, people I'm helping. You know, I love to do that. I love to see the joy on people's face when they create something and it came into manifestation and into fruition. It's like, oh my God. Just like when I created my first book, my first real hard copy book. And when I got it in the mail to feel it in my hands, it was like surreal, like a dream. And I was like, oh my God, I created my book and it became a bestseller. Oh my God. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, yes. So diversifying everything you have that you believe, you would love to take it to another level, repurpose it, and doing something different about it. So make sure you watch all of these whole little series I'm doing today. I may do another recording as I go outside. I'm trying to think about that. I don't know if you want to see me walking the trails, but you know, I can trail and talk. I can. I got in trouble in school for talking a lot, by the way. Me and my bestie, Teresa. Oh my God. And in church, they had to separate us. Oh, so you see how I'm utilizing my gift and love for talking to people? See, I'm living what I talk about. I live what I talk about. I got in trouble. Some of you, but so for some of you, that's an indicator of your passion and your purpose. Sometimes it's something that you get in trouble for, or people talk about you or talk about whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Look into that. Let's explore that. Now, that's the counselor me. Let's explore that though. How do you feel when you do something that maybe somebody else ridicules, but for you, it's like it's natural, it's innate? What is that? You may need to look at that and see how you can diversify and repurpose that thing. Okay, if you got in trouble for laughing and making jokes, you may be a comedic. You can use your comedy in so many ways. You can come on YouTube, you can do stand-up comedy, you can make skits, sketches, whatever. It's endless now, right? With all the technology that we have. But if you like to talk like me, you can be an attorney, a counselor, therapist, coach, speaker, a whole lot of things you can use your mouth for to help other people. And then God may have a calling for you spiritually, maybe to preach. Who knows? To teach. Maybe you like to teach. It's a lot. So that's what I'm here to do. I want to invoke this type of thought in your life. This is part of rewiring your brain too, by the way. Rewiring your brain for a purpose. Okay, guys, I'm about ready because I want to go out and do my workout thing. But let me turn you back around here so I can do the two things at one time. Hold on one second. I think that's about right, y'all. I had to make some more room on my phone too. Okay, so trying to get my little self together. But yeah, I talked about diversifying your gifts. I talked about being a cosmetologist, diversifying it into a mobile salon service. So I did hear my clients home, and some came to mind. Not everybody did all of those things. And I moved from New York to Virginia. I still did here on the side. I had a few clients down there, very few, because I was focused on my career job, which is in behavioral health, mental health counseling and coaching and all of those things. I'm doing that as a contractor. So I always kept it up on the side, but I had started my product line in New York. So I started making natural products and I was selling to my clients and then beyond. And that slowly grew because, again, now I had went to school and did all these other things on the side. Went going back to school, GED, college, master's degrees. Now I'm working in a career job, right? Doing what else I love to do, which is counseling and helping people enhance their quality of life, which is why I created this YouTube. Again, that was a diversifying my gifts, my skill sets, actually, because doing that, a lot of times when you finish working with clients, they like to stay connected to you in some kind of way. A lot of people don't have anybody else speaking life to them and positive, or have personal cheerleaders. So I decided to make this YouTube channel. First of all, that was the main purpose. So this way they can stay connected with me. They can still watch me and take heed to the skills and the strategies I would give them, life hacks and coping skills and living in their purpose and overcoming things. So I'm like, this is why I created this channel, to help people. I am a purpose pusher. That's why you see my subtitle is always about helping people break through barriers so they can propel into their purpose. And that's what I do, because I do it naturally. It's not something I thought, oh, I'm going to do that. It's something I do. So I'm diversifying me. That's a good way to put it. Diversifying me. Anyway, so I did all of that, kept doing all of the things. I created this channel. Aside from that, did hair, continued to do my products. Even when I moved to Virginia, took it to the next level. I started doing pop-up shops in Virginia. Okay. And so I would do the vending more, pop-up shops. That was great. And then I would go live. And every time I went live, I would get a customer, because people like live videos, right? And relating to people in real time. So that's what I did. And I continue to do that. Now that I live in Georgia, I'm doing the same thing. But I diversified my cosmetology skills and talent even more, because I also do skincare workshops. Skincare workshops. I call them T-sip, because I'm all about natural. I drink herbal tea every day. I am a herbal tea. If I have any addiction, it's herbal tea, but because of the medicinal benefits you get from drinking herbal tea. So I drink tea to live, not other way around. Anyway, I do that. So I combine my love for herbal tea. So become a part of the tribe. Like this video, please, because it helps it to grow. YouTube says, people are interested. Let's push it out a little bit more so more people can see it. Okay. I need the masses. There's a lot of people who need to hear this one message. You may not need it, but somebody else do. Okay. It's going to be a jump start to their new life. Okay. Later. Bye-bye.
You can still get your life back. Get your life